So today I wanted to tell you a little bit about some socioeconomic surveys and experiments to really go in depth in people's minds and understand how they're thinking. We asked respondents to take 100 children born in the 100 poorest families and allocate them to each of these 5 rungs of the ladder. While European countries are a bit too pessimistic, the US is too optimistic. According to this metric, European countries are actually more mobile. This idea of making it from rags to riches. So in a sense, this American dream idea is more alive in Europe. In all countries, without exception, respondents very starkly overestimate the share of immigrants. So for instance, in the US, people think that a third of people are immigrants. And the reality is 10% if you count only documented immigrants, and up to 14%, that's an estimate, if you count undocumented immigrants as well. And what really seems to come out as a main predictor of redistribution policy views is the economic characteristics of immigrants and how much people think they contribute. Because those are basically narrative perceptions, it seems like a narrative that counters it, like a story, has an effect on those. What I think about immigrants and how much the government should increase the tax rate in response to immigration is not something I'll necessarily show in my daily behavior. In a sense, that's what justifies these surveys to start with. When you are yourself lower income, you will tend to underestimate the top income. On the other hand, if you're richer, you actually overestimate that relative to realities, like who wins, who loses, and how fair that is, are the things to focus on to understand a large chunk of people's policy views. The reason people support different redistribution policies is not because they have such different views on economic costs and benefits. They do, but the main reason is that they have very different perceptions of who the winners and losers are and very different notions of what's fair.